The roar of the crowd was deafening as Marcus Telford wheeled away in celebration, arms outstretched, a look of pure triumph etched across his face. He had timed his run perfectly, or so it seemed, bursting between two defenders to meet Javi Cortez's perfectly weighted pass. One touch to control, one to finish. The ball kissed the inside of the far post and rippled the net. The stadium erupted. Players mobbed Telford, the home bench cleared in jubilation, and the stands pulsed with euphoria. It was the 87th minute. The goal that could seal a vital win in the chase for Europe. Everything felt right. Until the referee raised a hand and gently touched his earpiece. A hush swept over the pitch like a cold wind. The celebratory huddle dissolved. Faces turned to the referee, then to the giant screen above. A dreaded message appeared: VAR check, possible offside. Time seemed to stall. Tension gripped the air. On the screen, the replay began to roll in slow motion, Telford darting forward, the ball leaving Cortez's foot, the defender's line frozen in time. From the angle shown, he looked level. Maybe. Maybe not. The crowd leaned in, hearts in mouths. Another angle, then another. A pause. The lines were drawn. Thin digital beams cutting across the grass. One blue, one red. The red, Telford, edged forward by a whisper. A shoulder. Not a stride, not even a foot. Just a shoulder. The referee turned back to the pitch, raised his arm, and blew the whistle. His other hand made the dreaded rectangle in the air. The goal was cancelled. Silence. Then chaos. Booing erupted from all corners of the stadium. Telford stood motionless, eyes wide in disbelief. Around him, teammates protested, arms flailing in frustration. The manager kicked the turf in fury. On the sidelines, the fourth official stood stoic, unmoved by the fury around him. Up in the stands, fans stared at one another in confusion, some with hands on heads, others shaking them in disbelief. Moments ago, they were on the brink of elation. Now they stood in a void of outrage and confusion. As play resumed, the energy had shifted. The fire had dimmed. There would be no final push, no fairy tale ending. The final whistle came, and with it, a dull acceptance. A point earned, but joy stolen. And in the tunnel afterward, as players trudged away and cameras sought reactions, the only thing louder than the silence was the question echoing through every supporter's mind: how could that be offside?